Hi guys, good evening. Sorry, actually I'm restarting my machine, so that's the reason it is taking so much of time. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so today what we need to discuss, all the functions are completed, right? Okay, still anyone having any doubts in those functions? One important point is some people are asking like my trial version is expired. How can I extend that one, or else what can I do that one? So that I will explain you first of all, because some people are facing a problems into that one. First of all, see, suppose for example, your after 30 days, 100% your environment will be expired. Okay. Once it is expired, you can extend 30 more days. Okay. You can extend 30 more days. Where we can do that one? Suppose that means that message when it will comes, suppose out of 30 days, suppose you are reached to 1 week. Okay. That means only 1 week is there. At that time only that pop-up window will comes. Extend your trial version or like that it is asking. Okay, because actually whatever trial version is there, that is 60 days validity will be there. Okay, those 60 days, first it will give the 30 days, and after that if you extend 30 more days it will be extended. Okay, so when the pop-up will comes means whenever in the 30 days, whenever you reach to whenever your 20 days is completed, at that time only that pop-up process will comes. Okay, then if you want to extend that particular one, then where you need to go means under the settings there is an admin center option is there. Okay, in this admin center option, okay, you have to click on the sign in, go to the admin center, go to the environment. Okay, see, this is an environment tab. Okay, go to this environment tab. Yeah, see here. Here the you can whichever environment you want to extend it, you can select this one and click on. There is an option called 1 second. See, enabled managed environment. Here it is there. I think we can extend that particular one. Understand? So you have to select that particular one. And after that, there is a settings will be there. Under that settings, you have to extend your environment. Understand clearly or not? So whenever the pop-up will comes, it when you can directly select that, click on the extend environment, then automatically it will comes here. And here, suppose for example, when the pop-up will comes at that point of time only, you have to do that one. Okay. Mm, in Power Apps. Okay. Whenever that means whenever the pop-up message will comes, you have just need to click on extend environment and you can do that one. See here, like a go to the environments and select the expiring environment that has to be extended trial option. So see here, the extended trial option appears when there are 7 days is left. Okay. Whenever that 7 days is left, at that point of time only you can click on this one. Understand? Otherwise, no need to use this one. Okay. So here, suppose for example, Vijay, suppose for example, I have 10 days is completed. Okay. So we at that point of time only I can extend that one. Then we cannot extend the trial version like not like that. Okay. Whenever it will reach us to that particular point, like only 7 days is left. At that point of time, it will you have to select that particular is you have to click on that extend environment, then automatically 30 more days it will be extended. Understand clearly? So here itself, so here also it will comes it. Okay. Whenever you select that particular environment, you have to that pop-up message will comes and you can click on that one. Okay. But this is a licensed one. That's the reason we didn't get any option like that. But if you are using trial versions means like only 30 days only it will be there initially, and after the 30 days 1 week if it is left means at that point of time the message will come say extend environment, you can click on this one. Okay, extend environment, then automatically 30 more days it will be extended. Understand clearly not? This is how you can extend it. Okay, so for if you are taking a licenses, no, that it is not asking anything like that. Okay. It's clearly. Okay. See here. Now, so today what we need to discuss it. Okay. So we are discussing about the blank canvas app. Okay. In the blank canvas app, see here. So what yesterday with what image we are taken for this particular blank app, that image automatically it will comes here. See, understand? Select this one. Select this. Go to the app, whichever app you created, whichever blank app you created, those all apps are saved under apps only. Under apps tab only, all the apps are saved. Okay. So you can need to come whichever apps you created. When you click on this apps tab, then you can see it. Not only Canvas app, model driven app, all the things are available here itself. Understand? So whichever app you want to modify it, okay, then you have to select that particular app and click on edit. Okay. So in yesterday, we are taking some screens and we are taking some rectangle element and different and labels and everything. Okay. So you take it, right? Suppose, for example, what will happen here? Let's see. Okay. Now, so I'm taking another screen itself. So what will happen here it is, sometimes what you will do, you will create multiple screens. In the multiple screen, if you are changing anything in first screen itself, in the second screen also you have to modify something like label, you can modify it, or color, you can modify it, or background color or something you need to modify for that particular new screen also. That means whatever options you applied here in this screen, if you create a new screen, in that screen also, if you want to apply it means each and everything you have to select it and apply it. So like this, we can do it. See, suppose instead of doing that one, in another way also we can do it. Suppose, for example, I'm taking a screen, blank screen. Okay. This is like temp screen. Okay, the screen name is temp screen. Okay. Suppose in this also I'm taking same um, okay, same. Okay, suppose I'm taking both the things here. So rectangle, where is the label? Where is the label? Okay, parent screen, or see here it is temp screen. It is okay. It is not showing the label. Like see, just see color. It is like suppose for example I want to put this one. Then why it is not showing? Yeah, it will goes back to the screen. Yeah. See here. Suppose when I am putting this particular label into this one, sometimes it will happen. What it will happens, it will go back to that particular rectangle shape itself. Whenever it will go back to that particular thing, okay. So you have to use alignment option. Alignment. Where that is there means, see here, any whichever element you want to align it. So in that element, you have to mouse over it and click on three dot buttons. And in that alignment, not alignment, reorder. Okay. So reorder option. Okay. Whichever element reorder it. So that particular element, actually that particular element is go back to that particular shape, right? Rectangle shape. Okay. So I want to bring to the front. Then what you have to do in the reorder, whatever label is there, that label in the reorder, click on these three dot buttons. In the reorder option, you have to use bring to front. Then it will come. Okay. Don't worry. Whenever the situation will come, so I'm taking a label and I'm taking a shape itself. But whenever mouse, that means whenever hover that particular label into this what is that shape itself, it is not showing every time. It will go back to that particular shape itself. Then what you have to do immediately, see here in the three dot buttons, click on this three dot buttons. For any element you can reorder it. Okay. Either bring to front, bring forward, send to back also. Suppose I want to move this one to back, then you have to send to back. See here, whenever send to back, then automatically shape will come to front and label will go to the back side of this one. Okay. Yeah. Understand or not? Like this. Suppose, for example, yeah, tell me. Yeah. Okay. Now what will happen? See here in this one, suppose I'm changing this particular one, like I'm changing the rectangle shape. It is suppose, for example, it is color is changed to um see like this orange. If it is changed means, suppose that means if it is changed means, because in the organization level, whenever we are working with projects, all the screens, all the labels and all the colors and everything in a appropriate. That means it is in proper way. Okay. If you are using in the in first screen itself, the rectangle shape, you are using a color. Whatever color you are using in all other screens also you are using the same colors. Okay. It's not compulsory, but title names must and should be unique, like same colors and same title also, whether it is a black color or something like that. Okay. So what will happen if you are changing here, and in this screen also you need to change that particular color, or else you need to change the color of this title also, or else you can increase the size of this title also. Something like in table wise, if suppose for example, if the label is suppose I'm using like 15. Okay. See here, I change it to 15, and here also you have to change the label to 15. Okay, that means if any changes, if anything changes in that particular screen itself, if you want to reflected, if you want to other screens also it reflected, means you have to go to that particular screen and each and every element you have to select it and change it, right? So this is what you're doing. But instead of doing that, instead of doing that, so in one screen itself, you have to do the changes. Then automatically in all other screens itself, the same thing it is affected. That means the design part of the same other screens also, it is affected. For that, what you have to do is, see here, suppose for example, I'm using, so for rectangle, what color? The same color, same rectangle, what color is used here? Same thing. Here also it is applied. Understand? If what label size or something or color or anything, whatever you using here, same thing it is affected to this particular screen also. That means that means in one screen, if I do any changes on the element, then automatically in other screens also, in other screens also, same thing it is reflected. Okay. Then what you have to do, in one screen itself, you have to change the color or font size or anything you can change it. Okay. Same thing automatically reflected to the other screens. Let's see how we can do this one. Yes. For this rectangle, see here, what is the color for this one? See here, this is the color, right? So so for this one, okay, see here, when you click on this color, okay, this is a button. These are all in the properties, whatever options are available, whatever names are available, these are all our buttons. When you click on this button, then automatically in this particular property, those related, it will come here. Understand or not? Those, it will related, it will comes here. Okay. In which screen? So in rectangle, in this particular screen, in this particular element. So this is the color I am applying. The same thing in another screen also, in the same whichever element you want to change the color, that element you have to select it and go to fill option. See the same property, go to the fill option. You have to call what name it is there. You have to call the name dot fill. You have to see. Let's see. Suppose in this screen itself, I'm applying this color. The same color I need to apply to the another screen in the rectangle shape. Then what I need to do? Go to that particular screen, select that particular rectangle. For rectangle element only, you have to do the changes, color changes, right? So you have to select that one. And in which one, if you want to change the colors of this particular rectangle, means see here, there is a fill property. Fill is nothing but changing the color. Okay, this is dynamically given by Power Apps. Okay, so instead of this one, that means what you have to do is what color you are provided, that color only it will take it. Okay, so I don't want to give that color. Whatever the color I am giving in the first screen, that color I need to call it here. So for that, in which element the color is applied, that element name you have to write it in fill property. Understand? That element name is, see here, rectangle, rectangle. See here, rectangle 1. Okay, that element name is rectangle 1. Dot, you have to write that what property that is fill, right? That you have to select the fill. Understand or not? See here, that means in this particular screen itself, for this rectangle, what color it is there, the same color it is here also. For same for rectangle, not only for rectangle, anything you can apply it, any element. Okay, you have to select that particular element. Under the fill property, first you have to call the name of in first screen for which element you are applying the color, that element name. What is the element name here? Rectangle 1. That dot fill you have to. That means you are changing the color, right? What is the property of the color? Fill, right? That's the reason you have to call this one. Then automatically, suppose for example, in this rectangle, see here, I'm giving this color. Okay. Now go to this particular screen itself. What color it is applied? That means if any changes will happen in the screen, then automatically it will reflect. Not only for this one, anything. Suppose, for example, I'm taking a label here. In this label, how much size you are giving? See here, 35 size you are given, right? See here, this is the font size. For this font size, for size is 35. Okay. The same thing I am applying here also. Okay. For this also, go to that particular, what property it is? Size property only. Okay. You have to go to the font size property. And what is the name of that one? Name of the element. First, you have to write the name of the element. Label 1 dot. Okay. Suppose, for example, see. See here. Understand or not? Okay. Same thing for here. It is taken as like a same color. It is applied. Okay. Here also see here. Font size is applied here. And automatically it is applied. This is dynamic. This is not the static one. Okay. Dynamically. Because if I change something here itself, the color is changed to, suppose it is 40 here. Okay. Okay. Whenever it is changed, here also it is changed to 40 itself. Okay. If you want to change the color, so what color it is there in this label, what color it is there, the same color I want to apply. So for a color, what is the property? You want to check it here. See here, there is a color, right? So for color, this is the one. So the same thing I want to apply it. So for this one, what you have to do, you have to go to the color. Okay. For this one also, you have to go to color. Okay. Then here, what color it is there itself, the same color you can apply it. That means here, like, what is the name of this one? Label 1 dot, okay, dot. See here, the same color it is applied or not? Like this. Okay. Very, very important in real time. Okay. Don't do all the changes, manual work in each and every screen. So you have to do these type of smart work there itself also. Okay. Just in the screen itself. Not only this one. For anything, for any element, whichever property you want to change it, just you have to call that property, that name dot that particular property name. Understand? What is the element name in this particular screen? That element name dot, what is that? Color only you change it, right? Dot color. You have to select that property. Understand clearly now? This is how you can change the size, you can change the color, and everything you can do. Understand clearly or not? So this is what we can do it here. And not only this one, suppose for example, okay, you're changing something like font size or anything, you can do it, man. Simply you can do it like this only. Okay. No need to do manual work for each and every screen. Go to the screen and what changes are required, the same changes if you are doing here. Mean again, the manual work, more work you have to do. Instead of doing more work, you have to do like this. Understand clearly? Next, see here. In this insert statement, okay, in that means in this insert option, what elements are you are using? Label, rectangle, and everything. Okay. So even label, we already discussed it. So whenever we are discussing about the form, then we have to use the form. Not only this one, there are so many things out there. See here, the rectangle, we already use it. Next, we need to use vertical gallery. Gallery is related one. Okay. And date picker also we have to use it. And buttons also we have to use it. Button, see here, for that means, so suppose for example, okay. See here. In this screen, what I want to do is duplicate of the screen. So suppose it is a screen. Okay, something like this. In this screen itself, what is the title name? It is like I want to put the title name as like like something like screen summary screen. Okay, like this. In this, see here, I'm taking some buttons here. What buttons will do? Buttons is nothing but a performing an action. See, each and every element we need to discuss it here. Okay, you have to know what element it is there, what properties of that particular element. You have to know each and everything. Okay, so one by one we can discuss it. Suppose for example, I'm taking a button. So this is the button. Okay, so for example, like this it will be there. Okay, this is suppose any name like customer details, something like this. And you can change that one. What, first of all, what button will do? Button will performing an action. Okay. When you click on this particular button, what you have to do, what it will be performed, those things you have to, for those related things, we have to use it in the button. Suppose I click on this one, this is what it is happening. Then buttons, or else you can use icons also. What is that? Icons also. For these two only we can performing an actions. Understand? So that means whenever we are clicking on this particular one, then only action will be performed. Otherwise, it won't perform it. Suppose, for example, I want to load the data. Okay. So for that, I'm writing some functions into that one in this button. So immediately, whenever I'm writing a function, that that output won't appear in any of the element. Okay, because whenever you are performing an action on this button, performing an action means clicking on the button. Whenever you clicking on the button, at that point of time only the action will be performed. Not only for this one, icon also. Understand? Suppose I'm giving this one. See, suppose for example, you can change the colors and everything. See, for this particular button, there are different properties are there. You can change the name. You can change the name of the button, or if you want to change the name of the button, select the button. Under the properties, you can change the name. In the text, you can change the name here. After changing any name, just click on enter, then only that it will be reflected. Understand? So this particular button, you want to performing an action, that means the display mode, if it is edit, means performing an action. If suppose if I'm clicking on disable, see here, nothing will happen. That means the action won't happen here because the button is in disable mode. Okay, there are different types of modes are there. Whichever mode you want to change it, you can select it here itself. But most of the times you don't want to touch it. Okay. If it is edit, then only see here, and you perform when you click, when you play the application, see here, click on this one, see here, action is performing. Okay, whenever it is in edit mode, the action need to be performed for this particular button. Understand? See. And display mode, if it is like view mode, see here, in view mode, if it is, see, nothing will happen here itself. Is that action will be performed? See, when I click on this one, nothing will happen here. Only just view purpose only. Okay, whenever you display mode is changed to edit, so here, see here, something like click on this one, something background action will be performed. Okay, whenever it is the button display mode is in edit mode, then only the action will be performed for that particular button. Understand clearly? So like visible, if you don't want to visible, off it. Okay, position, X position, Y position, width, height. If you want to change anything, you can see here. See, all these for each and every element, there is a properties are there. In all the properties, see here, there are different names are there here. Okay, whichever name you are selected, that related particular property automatically it will display here. If I click on display mode here, then display mode property will be displayed here itself. So suppose you don't know why these two things are enabled at the time, because sometimes you don't know what property is changed for color or something like that. For that color, there is no direct color option is there in the property. There is an option called field. Field it is there. Field means you don't know what is field. But here in the properties, if you want to change the colors means, see here, you know, right? This is the one. These are the colors. When you click on the colors, for the color, whatever property is there, sometimes it is label, fill, sometimes it is color direct option name, it will be there, that it will comes here and you can change it. Okay, if you don't know what property or how to select it, don't worry. You just need to select the element, and under the properties, you can select whichever name you wanted. That related property, it will come here and change the, by using formula, you can change it. Understand? See here, like positions, and if you want to increase the width or height or anything, if you want to change the color, this is the text color, this is the button color. Understand the difference between is, this is the text color and this is the button color. Understand? Okay, suppose you want to put a border for this one, or border radius or something like that. Okay, suppose okay, if I use this one, something border radius, see, like this, it will be there. Round shape, it will comes. There are different things are there. Whenever the radius, if you go to the radius property, and there, if you increase it, suppose I'm increase it to 50. See, now it is like this. It is showing like this. That means if you want to change the button radius means, select the properties and you can change it here. And if you increase the number, then automatically it will go. By default, for each and every button, the radius is 10, it will be there. That means 10 means it is a rectangle shape related one. Okay, you can change the font of this particular one. You can change the font size and everything. Like if you want to change the font size to suppose 30, like this, click on enter. Then see font size is changed. And font weight. Okay, there are different font weights are there. Bold, semi-bold now. If you change it, then automatically you will see what option is, what properties apply to that particular one. Okay, so these are the different properties of these buttons. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so only buttons will performing an actions. Okay, buttons or icons are performing an actions for that purpose. So when you click on this one, what data is there? I want to show the data in some other element. Whenever you click on that, at that time only that value will be shown in the element. Otherwise, it won't show also. While at the time of applying formulas, I show you multiple examples without performing any button action. Okay, without clicking on any button, that formula is not applied to the any of the element, right? So that's the reason. Okay, this is what. Okay, suppose for example, what I want to do is, if I click on this particular one, then what I need to do, I need to go to the another screen itself. In that screen itself, I want to, that means, so detail wise, I want to show the customer's data. I want to show the details wise customer's data. See, let's see here. Suppose for example, I'm taking this screen, not this screen, parent screen only. Okay, for duplicating that of the screen, click on these three dot buttons and you will see an option called duplicate screen. Okay, so here also like customer details, customer details. Okay, I'm giving customer details. So what I need to do, that means in this screen itself, whenever I'm performing this button, at that time, it will go to this particular screen. In this screen itself, what customer details is there that I want to show it. Understand? So for that, I want to, so if I want to show the details means there are different elements out there. Data table, you can take it, or else you can take the gallery, or else you can take the form, like that. There are different elements to show the data. Like, okay, so we are taking a gallery. Suppose we are using a gallery. So in gallery, there are 5 types out there. See here. See here. In this, there are different types are there. Vertical, horizontal gallery, and these are the. What is a gallery? Gallery means show the list of values. What is a gallery? If you want to show the list of values. Okay. So that means suppose for example, like in 1, 2, 3 values, how it will show in a vertical manner, it will show, right? That means it is a list wise, it will show the data. Okay, that means gallery means showing the data in the list format. List format means in a vertical manner or a horizontal manner, those values need to be shown. Understand? So that means in the gallery, there are different options will be there. Vertical is there. Vertical means in a, that means in y-axis format, the values need to be shown. If I'm taking horizontal means in x-axis one, horizontal means in x-axis one. How someone having a doubts like which one is the vertical one, which one is the horizontal. See here. Sorry guys. See here. Suppose for example, this is if the line like this is there, if the values are showing in this format, okay, then this we can call it as vertical. Okay. Suppose if the thing is showing like this, okay, this we can call it as horizontal. Understand? This is horizontal one. This is the vertical one. That's it. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So that means which one you have to choose it. Vijay, okay, which option is the best option to choose it here? That means not, see, don't ask me this question to, because how the users are viewing the data, okay, in a vertical format or horizontal format. Suppose you are taking by, so you cannot decide your own. What users are suggested, based on that you have to decide it. So most of the times we need to take a vertical gallery. Understand? See, here vertical gallery, horizontal gallery, flexible height gallery. That means like it is a proper width, proper height related one. So most of the time this is not used. Either you can use this one or this one, or we can use blank vertical gallery, blank horizontal gallery. What is this? What is the difference between vertical gallery and blank vertical gallery? In vertical gallery, some templates are showing there itself, how the data will be there. Some default template it is showing. Suppose I'm taking vertical gallery. That means how the data will be there, it will show with with an example. This is vertical gallery. See here, that means the data will be shown in this format. Understand? Suppose if you choose blank vertical gallery, nothing is there in that particular gallery itself. See here, just empty box. That means, so you understand the difference, right? Blank means nothing will be there. If you use vertical gallery means how the data will be shown, Power Apps will give some sample template. Okay, that means by seeing that, okay, we can see the data in this format like that. Understand? So whichever you want it, you can take that particular one. Understand? Okay, like this. So that is the difference between main one, like a gallery, vertical gallery and blank vertical gallery. Okay. So most of the times we have to use vertical gallery only. Okay. Select this one. If it is a vertical gallery, if it is horizontal also, you can take the horizontal one. Understand? See here. Suppose this is the one. Okay. So once you take the gallery, okay, what you have to do, you have to load the data in the gallery. Whatever data you want to show it, that related table you want to load it. So for that, you have to select the gallery. Under the right side, there is a properties option is there. Under the properties here itself, you can choose the data source. Understand? Yeah, here itself, you can choose the data source. Which data you want to display it, that related data source, you can select here. Suppose customers field. Whenever you load a particular data source into that particular vertical gallery, in a vertical format only, all the records are showing here. Don't worry. All the records, each and every record will, if you scroll down, you will see the different values of the particular records. Okay. But there is a drawback in gallery. What is that? It will shows only up to maximum 3 columns related values only, because each row 3 columns only. Understand? Okay, maximum 3 columns. Along with the image, that means it will take it as 4 columns. Okay. Without images, if you want, means 3, maximum 3 columns. You can take 2 columns or 1 column. Okay. Less than like that. So how you can take that one? How you can change the layout? Okay. For this gallery, you have to take that one. So see here. So whenever you load the data into that particular gallery, by default, some columns, it automatically gallery will pick it and it will show the data. But you didn't like that one. That means I don't want to show this names, this related one. So whichever you want to show it, those related only you can choose it. What you have to do in the gallery, by default, these are the columns it will come, right? I don't want these columns. I want another column. Then what you have to do under the edit, see, select that gallery, go to the edit property in this, see here. Okay. See, this is the customer number. This is the agent name. I don't want this agent name. You can choose the different one by clicking on this problem. Suppose, for example, agent name, it is okay. But this customer number, instead of customer number, I want to change it to location. Like this. Understand? So in this gallery, in that particular table, what columns you want to choose it, you can put those columns, but you can put only few of the columns only. Only maximum 3 columns only you can put it into that particular gallery. Okay, less than 3, like 2, you can put it, you can show one related column and everything there itself you can do it. Understand clearly or not? So, and one more thing is in the gallery, okay, see here. So this is about the fields. Okay, in this, whichever columns you want to choose it, you have to choose the columns in this edit option. Okay, next one is layout, very important. Okay, by default, some layout like image, title, subtitle. That means those related in that format only it will show us it. No, I don't want this layout. I want another layout. Click on this one. Then you will see the different layouts. Whichever layout you want it, you can choose that one. See here, if it is a blank, nothing will, it will take it. You can design your own. If you are using title, that means only one column only we can hold it into that particular gallery. If you are taking title and subtitle, that means 2 columns you can hold it. Okay. Suppose if you choose title, subtitle and body, that means 3 columns you can hold it. Okay. If you have images also, you can take the images and take title. There are 2 columns. Okay. Like suppose image, title and subtitle. Okay, that means along with the image, this is the default option, it is selected. Most of the times everyone is using title, subtitle and body only. So I want this layout, then change it. Then based on that only it will be, the layout will be changed of that particular gallery. Understand? Not only this one. Suppose for example, if you don't want to show the values, then off it. Most of the times we didn't use this option. Understand? Next, position, size. Okay. And if you want to change the color, you can change the color also. That means whatever values you are taken for that particular one, if you want to change the colors, see here. Suppose I'm changing to this one. See here, the background of that particular one is changed. Okay. So like this. Okay. And something like a border if you want to put it. And very important option is wrap count. Very important. Wrap count. What is this wrap count? See, in one column, all the values are showing in one column. If you want to divide it into multiple columns, suppose for example, see here, in different column wise, I want to share. How many columns wise you want to see the data? That number you need to give. Suppose I'm giving 3 here. Then click on enter. See, in the 3 columns wise, this is one record. And this is another record. This is another record like this. Understand? By default, the gallery in one wrap count is 1. That means in one each record, okay, it will shows only one column wise. If you want to show wise multiple columns, this is one column, this is second column, this is third column. If I put 3 here, suppose if I'm putting 5 here, then see 5 in the 5 format, it will shows like this. Understand clearly? Based on the wrap count, it is changed. Understand? Next one. If template size or template padding, or if anything you want to change it, here itself you can show. Okay. Okay. If you don't want this scroll bar, see here for this gallery, there is a scroll bar is there, right? So this scroll bar, I don't want to remove it. That means only few of the values only it will show it. Most of the times we don't want to off this particular one. Okay. And click on show navigation. Suppose something like, see here, navigation means if you click on this particular one, okay, like see here, there is an option, click on this one, the next level. Okay, that means pages. It is like look like a pages. If you want to move the pages, suppose sometimes you off this particular gallery related which element you are off it, like a scroll bar is there, right? If you scroll bar, if you off it, navigation you have to enable. When the by using a navigation, you can move from one page to another page. You can go like see up and down. Understand clearly or not? This is what about this particular gallery, and very important show navigation. So if it is not required, you can off this one and show the scroll bar related. Whichever is comfortable to you, you can use it. Understand? Navigation step, if you put it as 1, 2 steps are like that. Okay. Suppose I'm giving 2 steps here. Okay. In two steps format, it all the values are showing in 2 steps formats only. Understand? See here, these are the 2 related one. Okay. Next one is display mode. If you want to change it to edit mode, then you can performing some. This is the default one. Okay. Suppose for example, if you want to change it to view, see here, in view mode only it will show. So you can inside this one you cannot do any performance option in that particular one. Okay. Tab index means hmm, like see, like suppose for example, two you are given. Okay. So the tab index, most of the times we don't want to touch it. Okay, keep it like this. Okay. This is about the properties for this particular gallery. Okay. So in this one, you can apply. So you can, tomorrow we need to discuss about like how you can change your own columns. And suppose for example, what I want to do is I want to show few of the columns. Actually, it is showing like 3 columns only, right? So by writing some formula, so we can show multiple columns. Okay, then in the gallery, but directly it is not possible to show all the columns, but indirectly by using functions we can show the multiple columns in this one. Okay, tomorrow I will clearly show how it is happening. Understand clearly or not? In gallery and table, see, that's what you understand, right, Kunda? Now the gallery and table also, whenever we are discussing table means all the columns it will shows, right? In the table, whichever columns of that particular table you want to show, all the columns it is shown. But in the gallery, maximum 3 columns only it will shows it. That is the main difference between gallery and table. Understand, Kundan? Okay, so we can stop it here, and we'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow also class will be there. Please don't miss it. Understand? Okay. Bye, guys.